A group advocating on behalf of families says its YouTube channel, which has been out for 8 years, has been now permanently suspended. The American Principles Project says it was notified about the suspension yesterday, adding they were not given any warning nor any explanation. The group's Political Action Committee had just announced an ad campaign for the governor's race in Virginia. Last year, it spent $6 million educating voters on issues relating to families. And joining us now is John Schweppe, Director of Policy and Government Affairs for the American Principles Project. John, welcome back. Always great to see you. First off, what happened here? Have you heard anything else from YouTube or Google about why they took down your account?
Well, we have been in communication with them. We didn't hear anything for about 36 hours, but Google has told us our account is now back up temporarily, but they removed a number of videos. We're still trying to get the exact reason as to why from them. But you mentioned this at the outset, and I do think it's really suspicious. Terry McAuliffe's campaign here in Virginia sent out a fundraising email on Friday announcing that APP was getting involved in the race and castigating us and calling us a shadowy group. And just 3 days later, Google suddenly has suspended our YouTube account, removed some videos. So it's very suspicious timing. But we're looking at this. We want to get to the bottom of it, get to the truth here, and then let everyone know.
Yeah, you hear these stories about people and organizations being censored on social media, but when it happens to you, it really is a different story. For those who aren't familiar, can you tell us a little bit more about your group, APP, in particular where your organization stands on transgender issues, and do you think that may have played a role in your account being removed?
Oh, yeah. I think, we are not really aligned with Google on a lot of these social issues. We advocate for women's sports to remain for women. We advocate for no teaching of critical race theory in public schools. We've been out there talking about big tech censorship and the dangers of concentrated power of companies like Google. So, we definitely have a target on our backs. And I think that it's not necessarily surprising that they decided to go after us. But the real danger here is, where does it go from here? We're a pretty reputable conservative group here in Washington. But now, if a member of Congress wants to, post a video and it goes outside orthodoxy, are they going to have their videos removed as well? Is YouTube, going to just interfere in our elections as freely as they want with no repercussions? And so that's our concern here. Our YouTube channel, it is what it is. But we really want to make sure that this isn't happening to more people, and we want to protect democracy.
Yeah, John, I was going to ask you, what are your thoughts on that, and what it signals when it comes to free speech here in the United States when you have your side and others being taken down for, just expressing yourself, essentially?
Well, Tracy, Google, YouTube, Facebook, this is the digital public square. This is where people go to get information. They type things into the search bar. They expect to get honest results. And when you have these powerful companies putting their thumb on the dial and deciding what we're able to think in response to some of these keywords, that's really dangerous. And so, I think we've seen that with Google for a long time. They have tremendous power over the American people and affecting how they view these issues. And that's why we have to really look at are Republicans in Washington going to do something about this, whether it be Section 230 reform, whether it be antitrust to break these companies up. We have to look at all of the options.
Well, John, thanks so much for coming on. Please keep us posted. We appreciate your time today. John Schweppe, Director of Policy and Government Affairs for the American Principles Project. Thanks again, John.
Thank you.